Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, class. This is Professor Coyote. Welcome you back to our Let's Play of Europa Universalis for our Welsh campaign. Now, if you remember our last episode, and this episode too is more than likely going to be a little bit of waiting around. We're still about 12 or 13 years on that warning that Britain slapped on us. Now, the good news is we're able to build up a little bit of war chest. We're at full manpower. We're going to have about 74 ducats in the next month. And about 75 by the end of the year. We do have Britain checked with France and Scotland. So it's not like they're going to be attacking us. But we can't really do anything until that warning drops. Excuse me. But once the warning drops, we should be able to take out Tyrone. No sweat. And maybe even Sligo, too. Maybe not. Sligo's with England. So that's our first plan of attack, literally, is to go after Tyrone here. But that's going to be another 13 years. Right now, it's just build up cash and see if England drops its guard. It gets into a war, or one of its buddies decides it doesn't want to help it anymore. Because right now, we're worried more about Portugal and Venice. Because if Portugal... Actually, okay, yes, if Portugal and Venice both drop, we can pounce on them because we've got at least France and Scotland in a gimme kind of situation if we declare war on England itself. If we declare war on Tyrone, only Leinster will help. But if we get enough trust, we'll eventually get Scotland and probably Thomond to help. France right now is on a 5-for-1 basis, so that's, I mean, our warning is going to drop before we even get enough for them to help. So really, it's just kind of speed along, and hope things go on an advantageous track. Okay, so our influence in Curia dropped. That's fine. But we are at least above tech for everything, and so we should be able to get that yearly army tradition going here pretty soon, which is really going to be useful. Because right now we're in army decay, and once we get that +1, it'll actually check that decay. But it's just going to take a little while to get that going. But we are still at 8, though, and we're going to actually upgrade. Our first heir is a 364. Which is odd, because I saw he started at 5s. Maybe the last heir died or something. Oh, that's right, the heir died, and he flipped into this 364 heir. So. Oh, poo. So England's going to take Tyrone, which is why they wanted us to not get involved. That's okay, because we've already got Desmond has a claim on it. You know what? We're going to decline everybody because we want Tyrone. And yeah, it's just going to give England that much more frustration. In fact, I wonder... no, we wouldn't be able to do it in time. Darn, we should have pounced on it, seeing if we could have been able to do that. But England probably would have declared war. Actually, no. England declared war first. You know what? Let's get sneaky. You know what? Here, sure, England. You can have a military access. No, they probably wouldn't do in reverse. Oh, great! So Burgundy is going after England. So in the meantime, let's see what this does. Perfection! All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get sneaky. England's busy. And we can get Leinster to come help us. Scotland's not going to, but that's fine. So we'll just piss off England and take Tyrone instead. You're busy anyway. The Burgundians want to say hi. There we go. See what I mean? That was exactly the kind of snap decision we needed. Something to happen that the warning would go away. And the Leinsters, right now our war is with Tyrone, Clanricarde, and Desmond. And we're Wales and Leinster. We do have the benefit because luckily the previous war has killed everybody. So, ha-ha! That was just perfect. I mean, England's like, but, wait. But we wanted them. Tough nuts, England! Ha ha ha! Ironically enough, Clanricarde, now they might actually get nailed out by England. Excuse me. So they'll probably end up getting forced vassalized. We'll see. This is just great. All right, now this is just cooperate and actually do it quicker. This would be great. Come on, come on, stop status quoing. That's my problem with these sieges. That was 18 million status quos. Okay, so Diplo reps +1 for 10 years. Global trade power for 10 years. Or monthly autonomy. We'll do the... No, we'll do the nobility because we can fix that issue with just a little bit of Call of Diet. So we basically spent 5 prestige to get a little bit extra global trade power for 10 years. Which is definitely to our benefit. Okay, so it looks like in our sneaky little war, Clanricarde's gone. It got eaten by Sligo thanks to that war. We are going to take Tir Igo in here. So we'll eat Tyrone. That's going to be ours. We're going to take everything out. We can't take any war reps because... Meh. So what we'll do instead is we'll take everything from Desmond and we'll get some war reps. You cannot take the actual thing or even give it to Leinster here. So they're gonna be actually, they won't be annoyed by it. That's fine. So we'll piece them out. Boom. And then we will welcome Tyrone into being our next land. Perfection. So that is how you take advantage of these little times. Because technically we're still under that warning. And I bet you when we go right onto this, onto our diplomacy map. Let's actually look at the diplomacy map. Yeah, we're still being warned by England. They're like, hey, wait a minute. Yeah, well, tough nuts to you. Not only did you not get anything out of it, but, yeah. So you're still under war with Desmond and Burgundy. So have fun with that, Britain. Now, Britain actually is at a +10 against Burgundy, but we'll see how that goes. Burgundy. Oh, come on, really? Have another rival? Well, fine, we'll do Sligo then. That's no problem. Why is Sligo in 2 different wars? Desmond and Burgundy. Oh, right, because they're allied with England. Okay, so that was excellent. Looks like Leinster is not liking that whatsoever. I wonder why. They're probably because they didn't get enough out of it. I don't know. They got cash out of it. I don't know what their problem is. Although they're only allies with Sligo, so if they fought with us, then maybe we can get Scotland to help. I don't know. If they break with us, then they break with us. That means we can just take somebody else. I wonder if Thomond would... they probably wouldn't let us vassalize them still, but at least they're getting closer to it. Not much closer, but... Alright, so, well, looks like Lannister is being kind of dumb, which is fine. We'll improve relations with them a little bit. For at least the... Yeah. I bet you would re-ally with us. Okay, because we... Oh, I see here. Because we're allied to Thomond, and they're allied to Sligo, the game is like, we don't want to do that. Whatever. That's fine. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Still a little bit sick. Speaking of sick, that was just nice how we were able to do that. Just perfectly. I wonder... It'd be funny if we could... No, we can't go to war with Desmond again. At least not for another... Ooh. Maybe we should have just eaten Desmond. So, we have another 10 years before we can really start going aggressive. But right now it looks like England is... I think they're losing by a little bit to Burgundy. Which is as expected. Yep, Burgundy's taken back some of its issues, so they're now losing even by a little bit more. Of course, it helps that all their buddies are up here. All their armies are up here, so they've only got 10 in the south. Yeah, so... Still enjoying that little slick move there to take Tyrone within the 10-year issues. Let's see. I think we can build... Nope. Alright, we got to core Tyrone first, and we should be able to get our force limit up to 9. Okay. So Desmond has fallen to England, so I guarantee you they're probably going to get vassalized. Just wait to see what happens, what color that turns. You get a vassal? You're not going to become English because you can't be cored now. And I don't think you can become a Slegan. Because usually when they flip those 100, they almost automatically do whatever they want with them. New ideas. Ideas are always fun. Ideas help us get army tradition. And we're still, what, 4 years ahead? 6 years ahead. So we might actually use some of this to improve our clay before we take the tax up. Still waiting to see what they're going to do with those guys. Thanks for letting us know about the Crimean Emirate, because that's going to help. So yeah, they're still at -5 on Burgundy. Who else is in this? Brabant, Flanders, and Holland, right? Of course, because, yeah. Maybe we should have taken Desmond, because England has now completely sent everybody down here in the south. And in fact, Portugal and Venice finally showed up, so this war is actually going to be over really quickly. Gold plate power... Global trade power plus 10% gets us. I think that should put us near 2 ducats. No, it'll be a little over a ducat and a half because trade will knock about. Yep, okay, ducat and a half. They're still just sitting on Desmond, which is odd because it's been almost a year now since Desmond fell to them. It makes you wonder what they're doing, if they're just going to sit on them and, I don't know. Alright, so 10 cents, 6 cents. Okay. Just looking to see what our church can make for us. Oh, duh. I forgot Sligo was there. I think. Yeah. So there. We could take either Connacht or Sligo. I mean, it doesn't really matter, because we can essentially just hop there. And I got smart to do Sligo anyways, we just hop there. Makes me wonder if they're just sitting on it so we don't take Desmond, but we can't take Desmond for another 10 years anyway, so. Whatevs! Okay, so they accepted peace. Okay, no, wow. Interesting. So Desmond just is getting away with money instead of being vassalized. Nice. You're up. You're toast, Desmond. As soon as, in 10 years, we're gonna... Nom 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 nom! Pac-Man ya! Ha-ha! Alright, let's see if we can get Leinster back on our side again. Close. They are literally a vote away. So we should be able to get back allied with them in about 2 months. Yeah, about 2 months. So yes, I would totally like to help Denmark out. What are they at war with? Ah, Muscovy. Okay. So we got our Diplo rep out of that, and yeah, I thought so. Okay. So we are re-allied with Leinster, because you gotta love when the AI does that. I don't want to be a friend, but okay, let's be friends. Derp. Let's do quick time check. Okay. Well, I guess it wasn't as dull of a episode as we thought. Wow, so England's starting to turn the tide against Burgundy. What's this doing to their manpower? It hasn't crashed yet, but they keep buying mercenaries, so they're getting smart about that. Excuse me. Okay, let's just speed up so we can finish coring Tyrone there. You know, those would have been finished by now. And 0.16 ducat is nothing to sneeze at this point. Yeah. So the Palatinate's about to have Austria come and stomp all over it. Because they said, no, we won't stop fighting. We're going to be jerks. Yes. Why are you coming over and hitting us? Stop hitting us, please. What are they doing now? I mean, fine. We'll let them have military access for a week. Ooh, Burgundy is rolling the tide, except they then had the tide roll back on them. That was quick. Maybe England will sort of like us again. Nope. We can get it back to just under, like, -4 again. Ooh, they're at -19 against Burgundy, so that, we'll see. Unfortunately, I mean, yes, it's cool if they lose, but usually all they'll lose is European clay, so which means they'll focus on the islands, and that won't be fun. We don't want them to focus on the islands. We kind of want them to win and get a little bit into England, to Europe, so they don't. Because We don't want to die, for one, but at least, yeah, because Scotland has lost the guarantee. They're just allied with France now. Well, we'll see what happens. Okay, so we're at full with, well, as full as we can with them for now. Okay. So 7 more years. Okay, so we got to accept peace. Let's see what we got. Oh, just a white piece. Great. So a white piece with Burgundy, even though they were down 20%. Means England is free to faff about again. What are we looking at? Oh! They did take a crash, though. They're at 18. Their manpower is garbage, which means... And so that's actually at 11 without mercenaries. So their economy probably just took a nasty hit, money-wise. And, hey, Scotland gave us free money. Nothing to argue about there. Let's look at Britain. We're still allied with Burgundy and France. So we can't use that as a way for now, because France, I think, would probably be like Burgundy wouldn't help, but what? Oh, right, because we're still warned. I was like, why is England? Because. All right. Now the good thing is we can still take out Desmond, but it'll be after the warning, unless England. Well, I'm not going to say certain things out loud, because the AI, when it has a shiny button to put you in a corner, will push that button as many times as it can. Especially for those of you who enjoy watching the AI, especially just like when you get this whole circle of great powers going and messing with your diplomatic reputation or your merchant slander. When they, yes, definitely. When the AI gets a shiny button, they punch it as often as possible. Shy. Okay. Okay, so we are getting looks like almost 1.7 ducats. And we're going to put a pin in this episode because we're running a little bit long. But we did get some new clay. We now have approximately, we'll just call it a quarter of Ireland. We're up to a quarter of Ireland. Okay, fine. If you want to get, like, technical, we're at about 2/5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 2 ninths. There. We're at 2 ninths of Ireland. 1/3. Whatever. We now have effectively 1/3. If you count our allies, we have a dominion or influence over half of Ireland. England hasn't been pushed off of Europe yet, but Burgundy has tried, and they've already at least made the first blow. So we're 7 years away from being able to go on full without the warning. But maybe we'll get lucky and England will try something dumb again and we can, I don't know. We're probably going after Sligo. We'll see. Alright, so I hope you have a very excellent rest of your day. And with that, class dismissed.